Next we discuss the network edge. Here also the goal of the internet. What is the goal of the internet? In order to transfer data between between the end systems. Okay, these are the so the network edge cover the topic end system. End system is the computers connected to the internet are often known as end system or host. Then the client server model and the peer-to-peer model. Okay, so what is the definition of end system? In computer networking, the computers connected to the internet are often referred to as end system. They are referred to as end system because they sit at one edge of the internet. For example, the desktop computers and the servers or some portable computers or mobile phones, etc. Okay, so these end systems are also known as host because they host or run the application program such as web browser program, web server programs, email reader program or email server program, etc. They host or run the applications. Okay, so the host and end system are all same. Then this host and end systems are sometimes divided into two categories, clients and server. A client program is the program that running on one end system that requests and receives services from the server program running on another machine. So the client host request or receive services always from the server. Okay, so the web, email, file transfer, remote login, news groups, etc. are examples of client server model. Okay, so this client server internet applications are also defined as it is distributed applications. So the client server, there are two programs. One is client program which always requests or receives the data from the server which always sends information to the client. Then next we have the peer-to-peer. There is no dedicated servers are there. Each end system or host can work as both client and server. The end system, the program running in a peer, act as a client when it requests a file from another peer, and the program act as a server when it sends a file to another peer. Internet telephony is the best example for peer-to-peer model. Then in the network edge, next we describe the connectionless and connection-oriented services. Okay, so the TCP/IP networks in internet provide two types of services to the end system application: connectionless service and connection-oriented service. First, we see the connection-oriented service. The connection-oriented services, the client program and the server program, first it sends control packets. That is, before starting data transmission, it sends the control packets in order to establish a connection. This is so-called handshaking procedure. That is, alerts the client and server, allowing them to prepare for an transmission of data packets. So the client server model, the client and server send some control packets in order to establish the connection. Okay, so to communicating hosts are aware of there is a data transfer to come. So it is also known as handshaking procedure. Set up or prepare the data transfer ahead of time. Then the connection-oriented service in this terminology due to the fact that the end systems are connected in a very loose manner. The internet connection-oriented service comes under reliable data transfer. What is reliable data transfer? Reliable data transfer means they are aware of, that is the center process is aware of that the receiver received the packets in proper sequential order. and it is acknowledged back. The reception of a packet is acknowledged back to the server center by the receiver. Okay, so when the system A sends a packet to system B. When system B receives a packet from system A, it acknowledges system A that the packet has been received. After a particular time slot, it doesn't receive that acknowledgement. The system A concludes that the packet doesn't received by the B, so it retransmits it. So this is the reliable data transfer. Okay, so the reliability is achieved through acknowledgement and retransmissions. Then the other service is flow control. We are also discussed about flow control. That is, the flow control makes sure that the neither side of the connection, whether the center, either the center or the receiver, overwhelms the other side by sending too many packets too fast. Okay, then the other service is congestion control. The congestion control prevents the internet from entering a state of gridlock. When a packet switch becomes congested, its buffers can overflow and packet loss may occur. So in such circumstances, if every pair of communicating end system continues to pump packets into the network as fast as they can, gridlock sets in and few packets are delivered to their destinations. So congestion, too many packets over the channel. So there's this congestion control can be overwhelmed by pumping the packets to the receiver as fast they can. Then what are the protocols used in this? The TCP, reliable in order byte stream data transfer is transferred. Then the transmission control protocol is used. The initial version of the TCP protocol is defined in the Internet Request for Command RFC 793. Then it also provides a byte stream abstraction. So this is all about congestion control. So congestion control, handshaking is carried out. Then the TCP, the transmission control protocol is used. Then the TCP services RFC 793, it is reliable. Then the flow control and congestion control are the other services provided by the connection oriented reliable service. Next we see the connectionless service. Okay, so the connectionless services because it is an unreliable service. There is no handshaking. That is, before starting a data transmission, there is no control messages are sent. So when one side of an application wants to send packets to the other side, the application, the sending program simply sends the packet. There is no aware of by sending controlling packets. So directly the data transfer has been carried out between the system. So there is no handshaking procedure. So the data can be delivered soon. And the protocol used is the user datagram and the standard is RFC 768. And it is connectionless. There is no connection is established between the sender and receiver, and it is unreliable. There is no acknowledgement sending, then no flow control and no congestion control. Then the familiar internet application that use TCP is the internet connection oriented services are the Telnet, SMTP, then the HTTP, etc. FTP, HTTP, etc. Then the UTP is the connectionless service is used by many internet applications such as emerging multimedia applications such as internet phone and video conferencing, domain name system, teleconferencing, etc. So this is all about internet edge. In internet edge we see the terms what are end systems, then what are the client server program and peer-to-peer program, and two types of services, connectionless and connection oriented service. Okay.